Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Vaping Sportsman. I'm Chris Brown, and you guessed it. You know what this is. It is another in-your-face review. I hope you folks had a nice weekend. I know I did. It's been beautiful today. The sun is shining, and that's the main thing. And that we're here as well. And that you found me, and that you guys have decided to tune in and watch this video. But at least I hope you'll stay around, because I've got something that I'm excited to show you. It is another 2700 Squonk mod. It is made by Skull Candy Designs. I showed you folks one about 2 weeks ago. That was my Freddy Krueger edition. Well, way before I ever got that, I bought one from them previous. And we will be going over that this evening. And they are made right here in the USA, and they're made in Pennsylvania. So if you guys are looking to pick one up, you can check them out over at Facebook. Now, before we go any further, if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, go ahead and take the time and go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button, share it with all your friends to see, and hit that notification bell so that when I release a video, y'all will be the first ones to know. Because we have a lot of exciting things coming up. But without further ado, the 2700. And we're back. As I was saying, 2700 device before I cut myself off by Skull Candy. Now this is my device. If you'll notice, this is themed as well. This does have Darth Vader on it. Now, and if you're wondering what atomizer that is, what RDA, that is the Drop Dead. And just with a drip tip that I have added myself just because I thought it looked really cool. But now, as we'll take a look at the device, which I did forget to give you guys the dimensions the last time, but this is a little bit different as well. What's different about this is is the internals actually. Now, it is 81 millimeters in height. It is 45 millimeters in cross, and it is 27 millimeters across the top for your RDA. So this will fit up to a 27 millimeter. As you'll see, mine does. This one has a white button. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to and this is squawkable from both sides. There's your door in the front, and there's your door in the back. So no matter how you're holding it, you can always. I'm sorry, I was off camera. You can always find a way to squonk on it. Now let's go ahead and let's take the door off as the front door comes off, and I am running a Samsung 30T. It's 2700. As I said, this is a 2700 device, and if you'll notice, the internals down the side, they are sterling silver. Your contact bar across the top is also sterling silver. Now, what's different about this one, although the enclosures are the same, now this is 3D printed, and this is done in-house in Pennsylvania. So this is 100% USA made. And I think that is awesome. And if you're looking to pick one up, hey, they're around $60. And I don't know anywhere that you can get a mod that is even half of this, half this quality for that price. And if anybody wants to dispute it, you know what? I'm real sorry, but you guys are idiots. Absolute idiots. But, so, like I said, we're giving you the specs on it, is what I'm doing right now. But what's different about this one is, now my Fred Krueger, which I do have it handy. I will pull it out. Now, if you'll notice the contacts in this, sterling or stainless steel. But yes, it does have sterling silver contacts as well, top and bottom, and it does have a black squonk bottle, which is 8 mil. And this one has an 8 mil squonk bottle as well, which is black. But I changed this one out. This came out of a different device, just because I like the top of it. Now, but what's different is, you guys, can you see that? It's copper. Copper. And the 510 on it is stainless. just as it is on my other one. Now, like I say, this is what they call a ZABS. It's ZABS plastic. It's 3D printed. It's very high resistant in melting, shatter resistant. You know, you can drop this and what will happen is the door will fall off, the battery will fly out, and maybe your bottle will come off. But it's truly hard. They're truly hard to break. You know, it's not something that you'll break just by dropping it, not at all. And the door fits on. If you'll see, it has 3 magnets on the inside of the door, and they do line up with the battery. The door is cut out. I'm sorry. I'm running my camera a little bit different tonight, and I'm not doing a good job of it. If you'll notice how the door is slotted as well. So it almost doesn't even need the batteries, because sometimes your wrap is so thick on the battery that it really doesn't stick that well. Which is not a big deal because the way it's designed, it clicks right in. I'll show you in a moment. And if you'll notice, we have this right here is your lock. This is a locking feature. This keeps you from firing the mod because this is 100% mech mod. And you people who are beginners, please never buy a mech mod as your first mod, or even as probably your second mod. You want to know your Ohm's law, and you want to know it well. And you know, I'm running a 0.2 build in this. Let's take this door. Look, slide it on in the angle. It fits right in there. You can take the battery out and it still doesn't move. The door is absolutely solid. And it's so small, like I said, you know, it's only 81 millimeters in height. It's 45 across. It's so small. It feels amazing. It's so soft because of the type of material that is. And on printed, it does have a logo, V, because this is their Venom box mod. This is their Venom edition. As you can see, the V. And on the bottom, let me get the lighting. And it does say Venom written across the bottom of it as well. I am so sorry the lighting is so bad this evening, and I'm not sure why. There we are. And you'll see Venom across the bottom. But you know, that's pretty much the mod. Now, what it did now, I'll tell you how it was packaged. It's packaged just like my other one. It came in just this little velvet bag. And in the velvet bag, I did get a card. And I was lucky enough when I purchased this. If you can see it, this is number 1. I've got the very first one. I'm very excited to have the very first. I'm so sorry. Sorry, folks. My wife had her phone sitting over there and it started ringing. I didn't realize it was in the room with me. Well, like I said, I've got number 1. Truly excited. Truly excited to know that I got the first Darth Vader mod made by them. And also, it will come with an extra little bottle here. You know, because this is an 8 ml bottle that it comes with. And I think this is like a, I want to say a 4.5, 6 ml bottle. And it's a very unusual. I have no idea why you would even get a bottle like this whatsoever. It's so unusual. It's pretty ridiculous. But, you know, the bottle does come with a little slide pin on it again, so that you can cut the juice flow off when you're putting the bottle in. But I tell you what, enough about that. Like I say, the main thing we hear from you know is it came with a white button, it came with a black button. And there it is there. And it just came in this pouch, and it came with this little odd secondary bottle. But let's go ahead and take it back up. Let's have a vape. And I'll tell you, and that way you can see how hard it hits. Alright, we're back up top. Let's have a vape, and I'll give y'all my thoughts on the 2700 Skull Candy device with Darth Vader on the front, made in Pennsylvania. Let's give it a vape and let's see how it vapes. See if it hits hard or if it doesn't. Complete whiteout. Wow. I'm running a 0.2 and it is a own science build in here. I didn't make it as rowdy as I normally do. As you can see, it's a 0.2. I normally run this a lot of times around a 0.12, 0.14. And I tell you, this thing hits so hard. Oh my God. It's like your old ma. It kicks like your grandpa's 10 gauge, I'm telling you. And if that's not enough vapor for you, I don't know what it is. Now I'm telling you, if you guys are looking, if you folks are looking at a great Squonk mod and you're looking for one that is small, compact, that you can carry around, that packs a punch, that'll last pretty much most of the day, since it does run a 2700. If you get your build right, you can hit this off and on all day. You know, if I vape really hard, I'll put another battery in. But I can't get away with one. But if you'd like to pick one of these guys up, head on over to Skull Candy Mods. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate it. They have a lot to choose from, a lot of designs, and a lot of colors. And this is just a thing. This is just something I like. You know, you folks may not, and that's fine. We all have different tastes, but I think they're definitely worth checking out. You definitely will not be disappointed. The Vaping Sportsman, Chris Brown, and this was another in-your-face review. And we'll just end it out just like that.